Please be seated. Good afternoon. I'm Richard Ice, Provost, College of St. Benedict and St. John's University. Welcome to the 103rd Annual Commencement Exercise at the College of St. Benedict. It is indeed my pleasure to welcome all of you, the families, friends, honored guests, faculty, staff, and especially the 2018 graduating class of the College of St. Benedict. I now invite Sister Sharon to the podium to give the invocation.
Good and gracious God, today we gather as family, friends, and members of the College of St. Benedict and St. John University communities to pray and celebrate with our 2018 Benny grads. Over these 4 years, we have watched you discover your talents and your passions as you reach for goals you never thought possible. You have been immersed in the Benedictine values that have guided our community on this campus over 100 years. We pray that the values of community, hospitality, peace, dignity of work, and many more guide you for a lifetime, calling you to use your talents and live your faith through self-emptying service to others. Long after you have forgotten your grades, you will remember the moments in this community that challenged you to strive to be your very best, not for yourselves alone, but for others beyond this moment of time. Loving God, look upon these College of St. Benedict graduates and bless them as they move forward in life. May your Holy Spirit strengthen the talents and skills and help you to use them to give God glory and for the good of all people. We ask this through grace, through the Holy Spirit and Christ our Lord. Amen.
Good afternoon and greetings, members of the College of St. Benedict Board of Trustees, Sister Susan Rudolph Prioress, and all the sisters of the Order of St. Benedict, President Hemisath, esteemed faculty and staff, proud parents, and most especially, our graduating seniors. Please accept my most heartfelt welcome to the 103rd commencement ceremony at the College of St. Benedict. It is a privilege to welcome you on the most significant and joyful day of the academic year. Well, members of the class of 2018, I guess this is it. Oh, how I have loved learning and growing and thriving with you. I was so excited about your arrival 4 years ago, and when we began our journey in 2014, I intentionally wrote that convocation address so that my very first words to you could also serve as my last words to you. So today, I'm going to share a vision that I held for you and for all of us when you were simply first years at St. Ben's, a vision that remains and has perhaps grown in strength since that day. So Bennies, if you will, try to recall the evening of Friday, August 21st, 2014. We found ourselves sitting in Sacred Heart Chapel together as Sister Michaela shared with us the history of the chapel dome. You may recall that the story goes that in 1913, the sisters designed the chapel, and Sister Priscilla told the builder that the chapel was to include a dome. I can so clearly picture the sisters in habits addressing the builder in melodious tones, indicating that they want a domed chapel. The architect replied to them, in my mind, with great confidence, less melodically, and perhaps with a touch of condescension, that it could not be done. They lacked the resources. There would be no dome. Now remember, this is happening in 1913. Women cannot vote. We don't have the technology we have today to design and build buildings, and there were no other domed buildings in central Minnesota. The sisters, thought the builder, lacked the wherewithal to build a chapel with a dome. But the sisters, whose soft tones and careful language can be misconstrued as weakness, as I'm sure this builder learned quite quickly, essentially replied with the words, "It will be done." As I looked up at the dome in Sacred Heart Chapel on our first Friday evening together, Bennies, I thought about the sacred nature of our campus and our journey together and our work. And that's when I realized that the most important welcome and address I could give at your first convocation would be the same today at your commencement. And it's a message that is 100 years old. It will be done. As you prepare to commence into the world, know that as you go forth, you are continuing a legacy in which women defied many odds, a legacy in which strong and courageous women charted a course and trod a path together, a path which we, over the past 4 years, have made a bit smoother for future generations. Bennies, today is not merely a beginning for you individually. It is the flourishing of a dream with the thought and the belief that it will be done, that women will go out into the world as critical thinkers, passionate advocates, and courageous leaders. It will be done. You see, Bennies, your experience over the past 4 years was not only about successfully completing your courses, going to events, and ticking off boxes. Your very presence on this campus was the living manifestation of the hope, courage, and strength of our founders, of our outstanding faculty and staff, and of the amazing 21,000 alumni who came before you. During your time here, you have been equipped as a liberal arts graduate to transform the world, and you can be assured that you have the skill, the capacity, and the habits of mind to be leaders. In fact, I charge you with ensuring that when you are told that something is worthy, is impossible, that you make it possible, that you say, "It will be done." So many of you today are carrying out the hopes and dreams of your families and communities. Their support and encouragement guided your success, and we are all so grateful for their belief in your potential. For others, there were people who told you that you would never succeed, that your limitations were too great, that you would be defined by your circumstance. But here you are, a success by every measure. And each of us are here with the promise of bringing leadership, purpose, hope, and joy to the world around us. Each of you, Bennies, must continue to say to the world, "It will be done," no matter the odds, no matter the challenge. You are the living legacy of our mission. So yes, Bennies, these are complicated and challenging times in our world into which you will commence, but no more so than when our founders came to central Minnesota with very few resources. It was their faith, their courage, their strength and resilience that built St. Ben's. It's a commitment to that earliest vision that allows you to thrive and to leave today prepared for whatever life offers. It will be done because we are the heirs of courageous, strong, and faith-filled women. It will be done because we care so deeply for one another. It will be done because our work ethic is as diligent as our faith, our courage as strong as our compassion, our hope as powerful as our challenges. It will be done. So today is a wonderful day because we are the melodic yet defiant voice that says, although it may have never been done, it will be done. It will be difficult, but it will be done. You may think I'm not up to doing it, but it will be done. And it will be done with grace, with rigor, with power, and with passion. Today, Bennies, we are not merely wrapping up your collegiate experience. We are collectively fulfilling our destiny. You have done so very much, so very well, Bennies. I could not be any prouder of you collectively or individually. I am so grateful for the ways you shared your hearts and your minds and your beautiful spirits with us each and every day over the past 4 years. I look forward to what is ahead for each and every one of you. It will be done. I love you, I thank you, and God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Bennies. Please, thank you. I now invite President Hemisath to come to the podium to offer congratulations from our partner in academic excellence, St. John's University.
Good afternoon, and congratulations to the class of 2018 on all of your artistic and athletic and service endeavors, and especially for your academic successes over the last 4 years. I also bring thanks and greetings from your friends through the woods in Collegeville. I hope the feeling is mutual, but I can promise you that for the young men that will be graduating from St. John's tomorrow, the 4 years they spent with you made this experience meaningful and transformative in ways that never would have been possible without Benny's and Johnny's going to school together. So congratulations and thanks from your friends at St. John's.
We at the College of St. Benedict are delighted to confer upon Elizabeth A. Dinndorf, class of 1973, the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa. We honor Ms. Dinndorf for her extraordinary leadership, dedication to lifelong learning, and devotion to the core values from the Rule of St. Benedict. Ms. Dinndorf has spent more than 30 years leading nonprofit higher education institutions and consumer and commercial banking teams. After serving in executive roles with U.S. Bank and Wells Fargo, she followed her heart into higher education. She has advanced liberal arts education for women, both at the College of St. Benedict and at Columbia College in South Carolina. As the 18th president at Columbia College, Ms. Dinndorf revised admission standards to increase student success and improve graduation rates. She also created the Momentum Scholarship to attract motivated and engaged students, and she developed the Institute for Leadership and Professional Excellence to provide every student with a mentor, career coach, and multiple internship opportunities. Ms. Dinndorf also launched the McNair Center for Entrepreneurism to equip women of all ages to launch and grow businesses. At the College of St. Benedict, Ms. Dinndorf served on the Board of Trustees and led as chair of the board for 7 years. She is a past recipient of the college's Decade Award, which honors alumni for outstanding achievements in their profession and community involvement. And she will deliver an inspiring commencement address to this year's graduating class in just a few moments. Ms. Dinndorf said St. Ben's instilled in her a sense of confidence and a passion for lifelong learning. Fueled by that passion, she believes her mission is to use her talents, experience, and leadership to make a meaningful difference in people's lives. This honorary degree is a testament to her success in that mission. On behalf of the College of St. Benedict community, the Board of Trustees confers upon Elizabeth A. Dinndorf the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa. Beth, please join me at the podium. Please join me in congratulating Beth on her Doctor of Humane Letters.
Congratulations, graduates of the College of St. Benedict, class of 2018, you did it. We applaud you. Congratulations. Members of the Board of Trustees, President Hinton, President Hemeseth, Sister Susan Rudolph Prioress, staff, faculty, graduates, and families. Thank you for this great honor you've given me and for the opportunity to celebrate with you today. I will always treasure this day and this doctoral degree. It is because of my experience at the College of St. Benedict as a student, alumna, and trustee that I discovered my passion for higher education and that it is my calling in life. To receive this honorary degree from my beloved alma mater means more to me than I can express in words. I shared my experience here as a student at St. Ben's with my friend Harriet, who is here today, and with the support of my family, who are here too. I made a good deal of the rest of my life journey with my husband Ted by my side and my stepdaughter Kelly, who I am proud to say is also a graduate of St. Ben's. Thank you all for being here and for your love and support. I owe so much of who I am today to St. Ben's. I would not have become president of Columbia College if it hadn't been for St. Ben's. I was privileged to serve on the Board of Trustees for 16 years, while some incredible women led this college. Presidents like Sister Emanuel Renner, Sister Coleman O'Connell, Dr. Mary Ann Benninger, and President Mary Dana Hinton. Each is a role model for me, a role model of a life fully lived with purpose and passion in service to St. Ben's and in service to the students. These women saw qualities in me I didn't yet see in myself, and they bolstered my confidence in my leadership. Being president of a women's college also changed my life. Leading a college through significant change and growth was by far the most challenging and rewarding work I've done. But to connect every day with young women throughout their 4 years of personal and intellectual growth and transformation, as President Hinton says, it made my heart sing. Today, it is President Hinton who inspires me. Through our conversations and her insightful questions, President Hinton challenges me to continue to reach for the highest rung as I search for what I am called next to do in my life. Graduates, I know that many of you are also discerning what is next for you. Today, I'd like to share a few lessons I've learned, and I hope that they will help you as you move forward in your life. Most of you are heading into your first real job or to graduate school. Lesson number 1, if you're not terrified or at least anxious about that next step, maybe you haven't reached high enough. As you look at career opportunities throughout your life, go for the ones that excite and challenge you, even if you think you're not completely qualified. It's in those situations when you think you're not ready that you will learn and grow the most. You'll figure out how to do it. Ask for help, and people will help you. When I was chosen to be the president of Columbia College after a rigorous search process, my first reaction was, yes, I did it. I am a competitive person, and I had given it my all. My second reaction was sheer terror. Oh my gosh, now what do I do? This was new territory for me, and I was terrified. But very capable and caring people on the board, faculty and staff, alumni and students guided me, and I learned, and you will too. Lesson number 2, when you interview for a position and you don't get the job, call the interviewer back and ask if they could give you some feedback and some advice about what you could have done differently. Believe me, it takes humility to do that, especially the first time. But you will likely find out that the reason you weren't chosen is not what you've been playing in your head about something you must have done wrong. Maybe you just weren't the right fit for that position. And if you did make a mistake, thank the person for telling you. Fix it and move on. Don't be surprised if that hiring manager calls you back for another position that is the right fit for you, because you showed your desire to learn and grow by calling them. Lesson number 3, don't spend time looking backward and ruminating over what is past. When I first became a college president, I gave more speeches in the first 90 days than I had given in my entire 30-plus years in banking. Bankers don't give as many speeches as college presidents, believe me. When I would make a mistake in a speech, like stumble over words, forget to acknowledge someone, forget to breathe and run out of air mid-sentence, or miss an important fact I wanted to share, I would stew about it for hours afterwards. And since I was giving a lot of speeches, I was doing a lot of stewing and wasting precious time. My time and energy needed to be focused on the future of the college and the students, not on looking back. So I asked for help from people who were good speakers and who had heard me speak. They taught me that what is most important was to be genuine and let people see your heart and your passion, because that's what they'll remember. When you make mistakes, and we all do, learn from them and move on. A friend and a woman I greatly admire, Miss Carla Harris, Vice Chair of Morgan Stanley in New York, says in her book, Expect to Win, when you make a mistake, take the blessing of the lesson and move on. Lesson number 4, never stop learning. After I graduated from St. Ben's and got my first job in banking, I thought I was done with my higher education. 4 years of college seemed like great plenty. 5 years later, I was in law school at night and working full-time. My work in banking had ignited in me a passion for the law. 3.5 years later, I graduated and passed the bar, but decided not to practice law. Graduates, always be intellectually curious and seize opportunities to learn. Be lifelong learners. At age 58, I enrolled in graduate banking school after I had been banking for 30 years. It was a 2-year program, and I remarked to a friend who is a career coach that I'd be 60 by the time I graduated. He reminded me I'd be 60 anyway, but I'd know a whole lot more if I went to school. As it turned out, I didn't stay in banking after I graduated. I became a college president. Was law school or banking school wasted? Education is never a waste. Everything you learn and do makes you who you are today and who you'll be in the future. Lesson 5, and this is the last lesson I will share, and I especially hope you will take this one with you. Graduates, always remember you are a light in this world. Your light is shining very brightly today as you graduate from the College of St. Benedict and take an exhilarating leap into the next stage in your life. Share your light with others. When you use your flame to light someone else's lamp, you don't diminish your own light. Instead, the world gets brighter. So how can you share your light? When you're with people you don't know, smile and introduce yourself. You'll likely get a grateful smile in return, and you'll be amazed at the interesting people you meet and the connections you'll make. Always be there for other women. Go out of your way to support and encourage each other and bolster each other's confidence. Just as you were mentored at St. Ben's, build your own mentorship networks. And when you're in a position to hire St. Ben's students as interns and graduates for full-time jobs. You discovered more about yourself at St. Ben's, what's inside you, who you are as a person and a leader. You found your voice and learned to advocate for yourself and for those who don't have a voice or who aren't being heard. Everyone here at St. Ben's, President Hinton, your professors, the staff, everyone invested their heart and soul in you to ignite your passions, challenge you, and help you realize your full potential so you can invest in yourself and in others. So what is it you're called to do now? What is your life's purpose? I believe God has a plan and a purpose for each of us. If we do the work, the right thing will come along. I am not defined by any one position or title I've held, nor will you ever be. You are so much more than one title or one position. You are a child of God, and you are a Benny. You have a higher purpose in life. You are now on to the next step of what you are called to do, on to the next step of the journey that will make your heart sing. As you move on, know that you are surrounded by many people who love and care deeply for you. Like your family here today, your St. Ben's family and your Benny sisters love you and will always be here for you. So graduates, class of 2018, this is Dr. Dinndorf saying, it has been my great honor and joy to be with you. on your very special day. So take risks, be humble, look to the future, never stop learning, and let your light shine brightly. Serve, lead, and be blessed. Thank you.
Well, I have the honor to introduce our student speaker for today. Maranna Gunnerson is from Annandale, Minnesota. She is graduating today with a major in biology and a minor in exercise science and sports studies. During her time on campus, she's been involved in a variety of different activities. Maranna has been a key part of the CSB athletic training room, spending the past 4 years working as a sports medicine assistant, treating over 300 intercollegiate and club student athletes. She has also spent the last 4 summers working as a student athlete trainer for CSB summer camps and the Pace Setter basketball tournaments. So it's safe to say that she lives in the athletic training room during her 4 years at CSB. Maranna has also served as a first year's forward mentor and has been CSB SJU's coordinator of the St. Cloud area Special Olympics basketball program for the past 2 years. She also is an avid cheerleader and a player on her intramural basketball and softball teams, and was a back-to-back champion in intramural softball this spring. After graduation, Maranna plans to take a year to gain more experience in the medical field before applying to graduate school to obtain a master's degree in athletic training. Please join me in welcoming Maranna with a round of applause.
Thank you, Terry, and thank you all for this wonderful opportunity. Wow. This afternoon has been a long time coming. This moment has been a long time coming. After 4 years of laughter, sleepless nights, joy, anger, tests, late night Gary's Pizza, inspiring lectures, heated debates, all-nighters, and lava cake and Gretzky, we have finally arrived at our graduation day. This is the moment we have spent 4 years working towards, the beginning of our futures. For some of us, that future means more school. For some, it is a job with an exciting opportunity. For some, it is even volunteering in a new place. And for others, it means celebrating never, ever writing another paper or taking another exam again. But for all of us, it is the start of an adventure that we are anxiously anticipating. Nevertheless, it is on this day, as we walk across the stage to receive our diploma, trying not to trip, that we must take a moment to grasp the fortitude of our successes. The truth is, I can't speak for everyone graduating here today, so instead I offer you some advice, in case you do end up tripping, not just today, but in life. During my time as a sports medicine assistant, I've seen many different injuries, but what they all have in common is their initial treatment protocol. I'm sure many of you have heard of the acronym RICE: rest, ice, compression, elevation. This method is a simple self-care technique that helps reduce swelling, ease pain, and speeds up the healing process. Now, you're probably asking yourself, what does this have to do with the graduation ceremony? It turns out that RICE is not only helpful in healing injuries, but it can also be applied to life's missteps, when you might trip. Let me explain. The most important thing you can do to heal an injury is to rest. I think about this in 2 different ways. First, when you stumble, take a breath. Remember who you are and who you're meant to be. You have the power of your imagination and the passion to succeed. Don't lose it. Don't let one fall or trip take it away from you. I would encourage you with all my heart to rest after you've fallen, but then get back up. Get back up and be open to the moment that unfolds before you, because ultimately, your life is made up of challenges, and you're the one who decides how to face those obstacles. Second, be sure to rest and appreciate life's joys, challenges, and journeys. Soak it all in. Take your time and breathe. Let life's stumbles help you. Remember who you are and what you've done, and let that drive push you forward. The next step I would ask you to remember is to ice. When you are injured, putting ice on the wound is an essential tool. If you think about it, CSB has provided us with our ice to use whenever we need it. We have been given the tools to think ethically, intellectually, and critically. Thanks to the education that we have received and the experiences that have helped us grow, those tools are now within us. We can use them anytime, which allows us to be pretty resilient. We have not just the ability, but the moxie to adapt and bounce back from any fall. I don't know about you, but I've stumbled quite a bit throughout my journey here at CSB. From walking into the wrong classroom and calling Professor Mom on the first day of classes, to buying lunch last week and realizing that I was out of flex, you could say that I have started and ended with a few tumbles. But because of the ice that my education and experiences here at CSB have given me, I've made it up here. So when you trip, don't dwell on it. Learn from your mistakes, throw some ice on it, and move forward. The third step is compression. When you trip, remember that you are surrounded and protected by a community. Here at CSB, we have created a community made up of incredible women from all over the world, whose identities span borders, languages, religions, and traditions. At CSB, we can look around and say that collectively, we have left our mark. This compression, this wrap, this hug, this family won't go away after we leave. We will forever be connected by our love for Brenner and Sunday Brunch and Gretzky, Johnny Game Days, and singing off-key to Piano Man at Sal's. So when you trip, remember that you are surrounded by a community of incredible women who will support, encourage, and inspire you no matter where you are. The final step is to elevate. The injured area must be raised above the heart in order to reduce swelling. Being a part of this community means not only being supported, but being raised up by one another. As the Queen herself, President Mary Dana Hinton said, St. Ben's will educate women to demand roles not open to them, to create roles that don't exist, and to empower another woman to expand and enlarge the roles in which she finds herself. As I'm standing here today, I can tell you with full confidence that CSB has elevated all of us. We are empowered women. We understand the importance of being courageous, strong, and bold. We are now in the position to provide guidance to those who may stumble on their own roads to success. I would like to take a moment to thank President MDH. You have been on this journey with us from the start. You and your family even helped me move in freshman year. And ever since then, you have continued moving not only me, but the rest of the CSB community by showing us what an empowered woman can do when she chooses to empower other women. So from the bottom of my heart, on behalf of my fellow Bennies, thank you. So my understanding is that these kind of speeches usually end with some phrase to commemorate our departure from this place. And for the life of me, I can't find a way to narrow down 4 years' worth of memories into a metaphor for this moment. So instead, I'll say this. To the class of 2018, the incredible women sitting in front of me today, I dare you to trip. Embrace the fall and the changes. Embrace the inevitable hardships and the empowerment that will follow. Each of you is heading off towards somewhere, and I'm so grateful to be able to tell you in person that I know you will get there. Thank you.
Today's program lists 505 candidates for the baccalaureate degree. The College of St. Benedict is happy to recognize these degree candidates. It is understood that the appropriate degrees are earned by the candidates who successfully complete requirements for that degree by the end of the scholastic year. Will the candidates for the degrees please rise? Dr. Mary Dana Hinton, President of the College of St. Benedict, these students are presented to you for a conferral of the appropriate degrees.
On the recommendation of the faculty of the College of St. Benedict and St. John's University, and by the authority vested in me by the College of St. Benedict Board of Trustees, I confer upon those candidates whose names appear in the commencement program the appropriate Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science degrees indicated, with all the attendant rights and privileges of which the degrees to be given to them shall be forever the testimony. Dr. Terrence Check, Dean of the Faculty, please come forward and assist with the presentation of the diplomas. I ask Dr. Barbara May, Academic Dean, to come forward to read the names of our candidates for degrees.
You may be seated. May I ask the audience to please withhold your applause until all candidates have received their degree. Thank you. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts with honors egregia cum laude. Sylvia Ann Amley. Kristen Naomi Blum. Olivia Christine Bush. Hosanna Therese Fortmeyer. Chelsea Marie Getter. Isabella Christine McEwen. Sophia Luca Pellizer. Anna Marissa Rarick. Ashley Elizabeth Uphoff. Madison Marie Victorian. Ashley Mary Wilson. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts with honors summa cum laude. Anne-Marie Ardell Backstrom. Maria Rose Bauman. Gabrielle Louise Baumert. Jacqueline Ann Botch. Brianna Lynn Burgraff. Grace Lorraine Cardinal. Allison Ray Swickla. Alexandria Irado Daggett. Emily Schoen Deck. Emily Elizabeth Domeyer. Bridget Elizabeth Ebert. Marissa Jean Egerich. Caitlin Lee Geisenhoff. Tony Ray Goman. Tawny Ray Graff. Megan Marie Hayden. Kelly Marie Headington. Maya Carolyn Hermerding. Carrie Sue Heft. Hannah Marie Holst. Elizabeth Jürgen Jakubik. Taylor Marie Kynes. Lauren Kiesha Kohler. Taylor Stephanie Kramer. Catherine Ann Lundstrom. Kirsten Ray Makala. Kennedy Ann Meyer. Skylar Mackenzie Payton. Emily Michelle Pulvermacher. Natalie Grace Radicek. Nina Marie Ritchie. Alexa Brooke Ronayne. Joy Cecilia Sadler. Olivia Taylor Santos. Chelsea Marcella Ann Schwarzkopf. Mary Catherine Steenberg. Natasha Pauline Stubida. Riley Evanel Swenson. Sarah Lynn Wennerstrand. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honors Magna Cum Laude. Catherine Mary Banovets. Anna Eleanor Barton. Erin Elizabeth Balmer. Lauren Marie Berg. Jacqueline Hummersley Chatelaine. Emily Ann Christian. Simone Marie Creed. Bridget Megan Davis. Danielle Marie DeBleek. Emily Ann Dosh. Hallie Elizabeth Douglas. Stephanie Monet Dubord. Sarah Elizabeth Fetter. Kimberly Marilyn Ficker. Bailey Annette Fowler. Molly Phyllis Gersh. Jenna Marie Gibson. Marie Frances Angela Gorostiza Gonzalez. Sophia Marie Guizmir. Stephanie Claire Penberthy Haig. Amy Elizabeth Hansen. Yu Hao. Gabrielle Hope Harvey. Caitlin Teresa Hellerman. Catherine Elizabeth Hockman. Madison Mary Holm. Meredith Grace Jarcot. Kendall Marie Johnson. Morgan Ray Kessler. Annette Julia Klomp. Christine Marie Cook. Miranda Catherine Kramers. Audrey Mary Christofek. Katie Marie Langer. Laura Danielle Lanigan. Jamie Lynn McCarthy. Haley Ray McClung. Caitlin Natasha Morrill. Haley Grace Murphy. Lauren Ann Knoll. Bailey Elizabeth Ojado. Claire Abigail O'Connick. Caitlin Marie Oswald. Abby Lynn Overton. Casey Lynn Palmer. Erin Kathleen Peller. Lauren Elaine Peranovic. Alexandra Kelsey Perrin. Jenna Marie Pettit. Carly Rose Path. Nicole Ann Pfeffer. Angelica Dawn Reyes. Wendy Mae Richards. Caitlin Joy Rudd. Mariah Jean Spurl. Sarah Maria Stark. Dana Marie Svensson. Kelsey Frances Laura Tatarek. Samantha Lynn Tanucci. Leah Christine Wakefield. Emily Austin Webster. Lin Ying Ye. Emily Jane Young. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honors Cum Laude. Julia Ann Anderson. Lindsay Marie Anderson. Ellen Ann Bardazal. Catherine Marie Baumover. Rachel Marie Benson. Zoe Madeline Bamer. Madeline Sierra Bremmel. Katrina Marie Carney. Alicia Terry Christians. Leela Johanna Kofel. Jessica Ann Davis. Desiree Joan Dinovic. Olivia Helen Dangle. Anne Kathleen Dockendorf. Morgan Marie Durbin. McKinnon Marie Elens. Ella Rose Grody. Brianna Maureen Hartkey. Madeline Grace Hopkins. Kristen Marie Jacobs. Jennifer Marie Cleason. Rachel Brianne Kippers. Annabelle Louise Larson. Grace Ann Lindquist. Sarah Elizabeth Manning. Heidi Susan Moore. Miranda Kathleen Mosier. Megan K. Mullen. Ashley Obienuju Neji. Michaela Claire Poplinski. Stephanie Suzanne Polipnik. Denali Freeman Rayforth. Caitlin Marie Rasmussen. Kylie Teresa Jo Reese. Elena Brianne Rick. Allison Carvey Ryan Mosley. Greta Marie Schleif. Emily Ann Stump. Megan Ann Vitt. Brianna Hope Westendorf. Alexandra Jane Williams. Emma Rose Zvanovitz. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science with honors summa cum laude. Rebecca Lynn Dykoff. Alexandria Nicole Corey. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science with honors magna cum laude. Rose Lynn Berg Arnold. Elizabeth Ann Day. Shannon Elizabeth Downs. Taylor Nicole Emily. Rebecca Lynn Gigstad. Caitlin Elizabeth Kearns. Shayna Avery Lar. Ellen Stina Marvin. Abby Marie Mitchell. Dana Nicole Stanton. Eliza Brooke Zug. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science with honors cum laude. Anne Renee Bieland. Rachel Elizabeth Bussey. Mary Carol Esker. Callie Jo Fredrickson. Stacy Marie Hurley. Rachel Marie Levine. Caitlin Gail Miller. Maria Marissa Rother. Kendra Erin Suki. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Elise Marie Adrian. Patricia Ambrose. Lauren Elizabeth Anderson. Madeline Rose Anderson. Noman Angarag. Rose Marina Noel Armstrong. Jessica Ann Ide. Eleanor Mary Babcock. Emma Catherine Baker. Madeline Elizabeth Barclay. Emily Carol Barnier. Kaylee Laura Bednarsik. Hannah Josephine Bizey. Jenna Nabil Benalsheikh. Alexandria Sushur Benham. Emily Anna Berg. Sheridan Allen Burgo. Catherine Claire Blencush. Erin Marie Boggs. Catherine Ray Bommerstein. Elizabeth Gail Buziaki. Sydney Frances Bramer. Elizabeth Joy Brewers. Rachel Catherine Brose. Marissa Margaret Brosig. Marissa Jean Brunner. Lauren Leanne Brutger. Cassia Iska Burrows. Talitha Elizabeth Burtis. Sydney Lynn Karen. Mary Catherine Cashman. Alexandra Mariah Castellanos. Zoe Elizabeth Cave. Lucia Jude Servino. Wyndham Deanne Chalmers. Vilai Chang. Angela Marie Charlie. Catherine Christine Clark. Mariana Colucci. Melissa Mary Corrigan. Daisy Cortez Anzaldo. Francesca Teresa Cromet. Kelly Ann Cullen. Kaylin Jane Dabney. Isabel Rebecca Adekumbi Davies. Anna Catherine Davis. Devin K. Dinovic. DeSarah Deandra Demerit. Brooke Ashley Demetz. Haley Marie DeFlumnick. Kyla Jean DeFlumnick. Magnolia Jean Ditzler. Precious Priscilla Drew. Michaela Rose Duelman. Marissa Elizabeth Ellert. Allison Michelle Eichmeyer. Taylor Ann Ellingson. Shannon Nicole Elstad. Amelia Christine Esch. Kristen Kelly Eustace. Olayemi Josephine Fadahunsi. Elsa J. Faring. Catherine Mary Finn. Nicole Grace Faken. Margaret Ellingson Folkstead. Maria Teresa Free. Natalie Jane Fryer. Catherine Mary Gammon. Rita Beverly Gangle. Megan Marie Gary. Christina Ann Geiser. Abigail Rose Jenneru. Ashley Ann Gangler. Rachel Catherine Gertis. Molly Catherine Gergen. Grace Elizabeth Nahn. Emily Ann Gert. Abigail Aurelia Gonzalez. Taylor Don Graham. Shanna Rose Grambart. Abigail Madeline Granger. Andrea Renee Greer. Margaret Frances Grunow. Maranna Caroline Gunnerson. Natalie Jocelyn Gutierrez. Gladys Karina Gutierrez Anaya. Kennedy Haley Hagnes. Sydney Louise Hagland. Sarah Ann Hansen. Jamie Marie Harlander. Catherine Michelle Heller. Lauren Elizabeth Hennon. Anne Elizabeth Herbert. Grace Evelyn Hess. Ellie Sierra Hinrichs. Alina Lucia Giraldo. Brianna Marie Hoffman. Olivia Sue Hogan Stark. Georgia Lee Holm. Alana Josephine Holmberg. Catherine Yvonne Hoppert. Gabrielle Amani Alanis Horsford. Justine Marie Hebner. Skylar Ann Halt. Lindsay Marie Janke. Janet Jimenez Olivo. Annie Elizabeth Johnson. Brianna Nicole Johnson. Destiny Shea Johnson. Madison Jennifer Johnson. Sydney Alexandra Jones. Allison Ann Kenyetsny. Maggie Jo Katzenmeyer. Megan Joan Kevaney. Stephanie Jeanette Kellner. Erin Elizabeth Kenny. Chelsea Melanie Cadu. Holly Sue Kudrowski. Grace Lillian Kilgore. Alexis Marie Klott. Sarah Ann Knobloch. Emily Ann Knudsen. Hannah Marie Cosell. Taryn Marie Kranick. Christina Marie Cruz. Madeline Mary Lacey. Amy Bryn Lager. Anna Marie Lottie. Mackenzie Ray Larson. Elizabeth Mary Lateral. Sarah Elizabeth Lauer. Ashley Jaiya Lee. Michelle Singying Yis Lee. Sheni Paku Lee. Bridget Ann Lencheski. Hannah Maria Lendino. Madison Elizabeth Liapis. Casey Jean Limesand. Anna Catherine Bragg Lindstrom. Xuan Liao. Andrea Aileen Loftus. Jocelyn Elizabeth Lopez. Caitlin Elizabeth Luby. Claudia Alexandra Luther. Shauna Marie Lynch Slavin. Hannah Catherine Manley. Sandra Leticia Marcelino. Joanna Rose Martin. Itzel Martinez Ayala. Karina Alejandra Mata. Morgan Rose Matz. Ryan Kathleen McCanna. Laura Grace McDermott. Sydney Dara McDevitt. Allison Ann Meineke. Gladys Daniela Mejia. Mappy Leticia Mejia Flores. Morgan Lee Merritt. Cassandra Jo Meyer. Kaylee Rose Meyer. Molly Renee Myers. Bridget Lee Miller. Caitlin Rose Miller. Courtney Rose Miller. Felicia Marie Mix. Madison Rose Moyer. Madeline Marnie Moore. Alicia Ray Moreno. Mara Catherine Morissette. Gao Lee Mua. Kalila Mua. Rebecca Lynn Moy. Anna Maria Muller. Rachel Elizabeth Munter. Haley Elizabeth Myron. Emily Marie Nagel. Claire Elizabeth Nelmark. Caitlin Ann Nelson. Kristen Jean Nelson. Madeline Ann Nelson. Shelby Ray Nelson. Ashley Megan Newworth. Marilyn Wynn. Kelsey Jo Nussbaum. Dorothy Grace O'Brien. Victoria Gail Afstoon. Margaret Mary Ogren. Rachel May Ogren. Caitlin Marie Ostrowski. Renee Michelle Otto. Michelle Ozanich. Sarah Christine Paddock. Megan Elizabeth Perrys. Kimberly Fairchild Patterson. Maria Elizabeth Paulson. Tara Marie Paulson. Megan Rebecca Pekarik. Michelle Marie Peterson. Elizabeth May Plain. Alexandra Nicole Plessel. Jordan Airline Potter. Amanda Christine Price. Allie Noel Pybus. Lauren Kate Raby. Madison Brooke Rinaldo. Lacey May Razor. Sweetzel Furman Ravello. Elizabeth Ann Reinert. Kirsten Louise Reitmeyer. Caitlin Elise Rice. Alicia Isabel Ridge. Emma Margaret Ridgway. Brianna Clamor Rimis. Natalie June Roberts. Daniqua Tara Roll. Corral Yesenia Romero. Melissa Christine Rose. Nicolette Ellen Roy. Alexandra Christine Rudilius. Christina Elizabeth Rudine. Lindsay Elizabeth Rudquist. Abigail Elizabeth Rube. Megan Julianne Russell. Paige Elizabeth Ryer. Alexandra Mary Savory. Jamie Marie Scher. Megan Lynn Schiller. Sierra Nicole Schmelz. Samantha Ann Schmidgall. Brianna Amy Schmiesing. Claudia Lauren Schulte. Rachel Marie Schuda. Marie Kathleen Sadesky. Monica Marie Sevenich. Saray Shante Seymour. Caitlin Marie Schultz. Courtney Jo Schultz. Madeline Margaret Simonet. Veronica Jo Sinnell. Hannah Nicole Shevland. Justina Jean Sorensen. Anna Elizabeth Spanbauer. Sarah Kathleen Spalding. Kendall Kevan Marie Spells. Callie Signa Stark. Kayla Marie Stark. Jordan Elizabeth Stavadal. Ellen Kate Stensrud. Hannah Teresa Victoria Stoner. Alexandra Christine Stoltz. Christina Nicole Streifel. Samantha Marie Strout. Margaret Rose Sullivan. Megan June Sundstrom. Corbin Taylor Swanson. Danielle Elizabeth Tam. Kiave Keon Taylor. Catherine Chua Tao. Sherry Tao. Melanie Jo Lerong Thayers. Haley Jo Thielen. Emily Mae Thompson. Kaylee Paige Tillung. Rebecca Lynn Timmons. Megan Marie Toninato. Mi Nak Tran. Bonnie Marie Triplett. Jacqueline Ziba Lukengu Shatea. Alyssa Lee Twardowski. Mariana Urbina. Pa Ku Vang. Zopa Vang. Lauren Claire Van Gerpen. Sierra Marie Vernig. Anna Vu. Elizabeth Catherine Walsh. Yushven Wang. Zelda June Weir. Jamie Ann Weekly. Allison Christine Welly. Annie Elizabeth White. Tyla Lynette Wilder. Elizabeth Anna Williams. Mariah Grace Williams. Rebecca Lynn Winchettle. Morgan Rose Winsberger. Kalai Wang. Skylar Ryoko Wood. Alexandra Constance Wirtz. Maggie Faith Wolfe. Padra Mandy Shong. Susie Shong. Tseng Yang Shong. Nan Yan. Angela Zwapa Yang. Wei Yang. Sheng Kelly Yang. Yuxi Yang. Mackenzie Jo Young. Kayla Marie Zabinski. Stephanie Jean Zabinski. Idon Zhang. Taylor Ann Zierman. Tristan Marie Zimmerman. Casey Jo Zins. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science: Samantha Taylor Ottman. Sarah Betty Bokinski. Kayla Elizabeth Brattensborg. Michaela Marie Connolly. Emily Elizabeth Dinsmore. Ashley Marie Ernst. Alexis Paige Flaherty. Allison Swanson Hirschberg. Allison Marie Kirk. Molly McCormick Kopp. Cassandra Jean Miedema. Gabrielle Marie Narvez. Eleni Renee Oberly. Kelsey K. O'Malley. Chloe Elizabeth Ritchie. Anne Christine Ruel. Taria Rose Teckham. Natalie Ardell Tarek. Caitlin Rose Terrace. Catherine Joan Trainer. Hannah Rose Uphoff. Alexandra Eve Wolf. Madeline Margaret Zilka. Please join me in a round of applause for our 2018 graduates.
To you, the graduates of the class of 2018, congratulations. As president of the St. Ben's Alumni Board, I am delighted to officially welcome you to the Alumni Association, an amazing group of more than 24,000 women in the United States and around the world. This is the Benny Network, a vibrant and dynamic group of women who are our colleagues, our mentors, and our closest friends. Guided by the values we learned at St. Ben's, you and I are destined to make a difference in the communities where we live and work. I am excited to watch your futures unfold, and I look forward to hearing about your accomplishments. I encourage you to come back to campus often because St. Ben's will always be your home. Congratulations to each of you, and welcome to the St. Ben's Alumni Association.
I ask the graduating members of the Women's Choir and the Chamber Choir to come forward to sing the alma mater, St. Benedict's Ever.
Referring back to Dr. Hinton's message about Sister Priscilla Schmidbauer demanding that there will be a dome, I'm sure she prefaced it with prayer. And I'm sure she followed it up with lots of prayer. So let me offer a closing prayer. God of all creation, source of wisdom and giver of all that is good, we ask your continuous blessing on these newest graduates of the College of St. Benedict. It is with deep joy and admiration that we acknowledge these graduates who have lived and learned among us. Bless them with all that they need to fulfill the hopes and the dreams that abound in their hearts today. May they continue to think critically and lead courageously and advocate passionately as active participants and leaders in the challenge environment of our changing world. May God be praised by the quality of their achievement, which is documented in the degrees that have been granted to them this day. They are ready to stand tall in the world that awaits their contribution. So God bless these new graduates as they live out the qualities of this educational institution that is so steeped in the liberal arts and the heritage of the Catholic Benedictine tradition. God, we acknowledge you as our past and our present. This college and its graduates through the years are witnesses to your guidance and your everlasting love. The roots lie deep in the 1,500-year history of Benedictine spirituality and the 105 years of existence of the College of St. Benedict. Bless these graduates to cherish and to engage what they have received with the same commitment as did our foremothers. Bless them with confidence as they take on their new roles in society. Guide their decisions and their priorities. Help them to continue to engage with people from different cultural backgrounds, identities, and persuasions. May all their endeavors foster their own spiritual, social, and intellectual development, as well as the common good. And as they find their place in the world, may they live with integrity and boldness the values of the College of St. Benedict. God of all goodness, we ask your continued blessing on them and all those who have supported them in their achievement toward graduation. Keep them safe in your love. May they live with hopeful hearts and forever see this campus as their home, where renewal, friendship, and community are their heritage. And may peace and joy reign in their minds and hearts, now and forever. Amen.
exactly.